don't know really anything about Log Still Distillery out of Gethsemane, Kentucky. But luckily for me and you, on this episode of Savor the Burn, we get to hear a little bit about it. And we get to learn about this bottle right here, the Monk's Row Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey.
Let's go. Hello and welcome to Savor the Burn.
My name is Jonathan. Across the barrels from me is Mr. W2. How do you do, sir?
I'm doing pretty fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm looking forward to getting into this Monk's Road. I don't know anything about it other than this bottle's going home with me.
Honestly, I didn't know a whole lot about it either.
Mm-hmm. You said it was one of the stops, one of the stamps that you needed in your book.
Yeah, to complete the central region of the craft distillery Bourbon Trail, I needed X number of stamps, and one of those was one from Log Still Distilling Company. And other than needing a stamp, I knew nothing about this. Faith and Tim had told me that they had stopped in there. They said it was a really cool small little distillery, and so
I'm sure they gave them low ratings.
I didn't know anything about it. I pulled up in the parking lot. They have the huge amphitheater.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. They had a huge amphitheater that's right there off the parking lot. So, so apparently they do some really big size concerts in there. But at any rate, knew nothing about them. I rolled in there to get my stamp, have a drink, have a couple conversations, and roll on to the next distillery because it's Log Still. I don't know what that is. So let's get a stamp. I bellied up to the bar. And they started feeding me some just sample tasters. And this happened to be one of them. And I quickly went, can I get a full pour, please?
Wow. Okay.
We'll start there.
All right. Yeah.
So this is Monk's Row. It's Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. And so long story
longer because it's a full episode.
That's a full episode.
You're paying for it.
It's the podcast.
I
came on with this bottle and gifted it to you for Father's Day, and you said let me just leave it here so we can get it on the podcast. And so here we are.
It's been a long time coming, but here we are.
You pop, and I'll read some stuff about it.
You guys want to hear a bottle pop? Let's do a bottle pop.
I bet it will pop.
It's not much of a bottle pop.
But it's natural cork.
Yeah, it is natural cork. That does happen sometimes. The cork does look a little skinnier than it should be. But, it's all right. You can't have all the... It smells good, though. Goodness.
So this is the Monk's Road Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey, distilled in Kentucky by the Log Still Distillery. There is no age statement on this, but it does come in at 100 proof.
Yeah, I noticed that. It says right there on the label there.
It is here along the rutted country lane to the old home place where we now forge a new road at Log Still Distillery. To crescent the journey, allow us to introduce Monk's Road, our first offering of bourbons and gins that embody a true reflection of our most sacred values. That would also be ryes too, because this is a rye, not a bourbon. But anyway, I digress. Our most sacred values: faith, family, and community. So with a respectful nod to the past, we propose a toast to the road ahead. With the Monk's Road 5th District Series, we tip our hat to the historic tax district of central Kentucky, deeply steeped in bourbon lore. So just this once, let's celebrate the tax man. Monk's Road Rye Whiskey embraces the farm-to-glass approach, using Kentucky heritage grown rye and limestone water to create a whiskey that reflects the land and the distillery with a commitment to authenticity. This whiskey embodies the true spirit of its roots. And I've got tasting notes on there, but I'm going to hold off on that until we get a chance to try this and see what we think.
I'm giving it the old Ben Holiday.
I saw that over there. I'm like,
I'm not holding it exactly right.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we recently, went on the tour up in Weston, Missouri, up there a little more north. Doesn't matter anyway. Ben Holiday Distillery, and our guide Emma, she brought us in for a tasting of several of their delicious products, and she says, "Here, hold your glass like I'm showing you, just like I'm doing here, and we're gonna hold it this way for a few minutes. And when you can look up and you see a little bit of condensation around the rim, that means that you're ready to go for your sniff, for your
that you're hot and heavy.
Yeah, something like that. And it was hot.
Steaming up the back windows. Oh, wait a minute.
Paradise by the dashboard lights. Anyway, so we don't need to go into Meatloaf right now, but I think it was hot and it was humid that day, and everybody's palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, mom's spaghetti. But I think our glasses kind of condensed or whatever. They steamed up a lot quicker that day
than they are
right now. So anyway, after we pop our hands off of this, we put our nose to the top of the glass. It tilts forward a little bit, or tilts towards us a little bit, and nose goes at the top of the glass, and we could find a lot of things right there on the nose. And we're not supposed to give it the hard swirl that we always give all of our whiskeys.
That I've been doing.
A gentle swirl.
Okay.
A gentle swirl just like that to aerate it just a little bit. Right. And she showed us another way. We when you see me pour up to a certain level, just to make sure that the pour is correct, I lay it down on its side. Well, she laid it down on its side and kind of rolled it, here, there, whatever, a real gentle roll or whatever to aerate it. I don't know if this is going to get any steamier.
Let's do it already.
Let's do it here. All right. So nose.
All right. Yeah. It gives a little something off.
Yeah. There's a decent amount of citrus and cereal notes. Cereal notes for a rye.
And some toffee and butterscotch. I'm going to say some torched brown sugar.
Torched. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Definitely some rye and baking spices. Yeah, the orange citrus, though, is very, very prominent. That's very nice.
It's wild to me how so many different whiskeys can come from so many different distilleries, but the usual suspects show up. It's a rye.
In varying degrees.
Varying degrees, as it should, because there's varying degrees of what goes into their mash. God only knows where this oak stave and this part of the barrel came from, and the one right next to it where it came from, and how many days, nights, what were the seasons like when it sat out in the elements and cured, either before they milled it down for barrel usage or after. Who knows? Before, whatever the cooperages did to it, and the barrel char and the temperature and and how many seconds that they have in there, or if they toasted it or not. All these different things.
Is this a level 3? Is this a level 4?
Yeah,
we got some alligator
in there. I'm an alligator. Oh, so this is what I was talking about here, right? So if you lay it on its side, I must have had it in a different spot here, because when it comes up to the very lip of it, that's your full pour. So I'm a little bit shy. It doesn't matter. But anyway, so she'd roll it back and forth just like this. Yeah, it's the uneven barrel. That's what's going on here. Because I get it right here and it's all the way up to the edge. But yeah, I'm on the edge. Anyway, so that's all she did to aerate her whiskeys. But yeah, we got a lot of great things on that nose.
Log Still.
On the palate. Log Still. Okay, so I don't know, you said 100 proof, that is not, I'm not picking up 100 proof on that. So you're getting that on the finish. Sometimes I have to start with the finish because that's where I'm at. There's a lot of charcoal, a lot of char, burnt char, whatever.
And oak.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice though.
Yeah, get this back on the palate.
There's vanilla and caramel. Maybe a hint of licorice.
I'm picking up more than a hint. But yeah, vanilla and caramel. And, like I was saying earlier, the
I think to add to your
usual suspects.
your charcoal, I'm gonna say burnt/toasted marshmallow.
Okay.
There's also some kind of a stone fruit on this palate.
Licorice, vanilla, caramel.
Maybe apricot-ish.
It's
maybe
subtle.
Peach.
It's really subtle.
Yes.
It's not kind of sharp and kind of slap you in the face like a nectarine. Sometimes peach can be a little subtle. Nectarine is always subtle. So maybe I'll say, or not nectarine, apricot is always subtle. So yeah, apricot/peach. I'll put that down. I like this bottle. It's like a fucking short, squatty, necked, fat flask. It reminds me of myself. It's shaped like a bullfrog. You can wear a belt, but you're still going to fall down, especially in the back. No ass. But yeah, and a tasty whiskey at 100 proof. You could use that in a cocktail for sure. I'm going to have to get a couple more pours out of it neat though to kind of make that decision. Figure out if I want to use it in a cocktail, and two, what cocktail would I want to use it in? You could. Right off the bat, you could go easy, a Manhattan or an old fashioned. So yeah, maybe just kind of start with that. See what happens. It's weird. We got more off of the nose than we did on the palate and the finish on this. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's throw a couple drops in here and see what happens. Maybe it blooms. Maybe it gives us something a little more. Maybe it ruins it.
We've had that happen before.
You don't know what's going to happen.
One of those Master Collection Woodford Reserves. We put the drops in there and we're like, yeah, no.
Yeah, don't do that.
The double-double.
The double-double.
The double-double was way better.
Perfect.
Exactly as is.
This is to completely ruin it and throw all the oxygen in there possible. Just to ruin it. No, it's to agitate it enough to get those drops of water incorporated. Well, it softened it on the nose.
It did. It softened it a little bit, but it also, I think it sharpened the citrus.
Added vanilla. Nope, vanilla was already there. More of a custardy vanilla then. It's a softer vanilla.
The rye spice.
Maybe not vanilla bean.
The rye spice finally comes forward.
It comes forward in the finish. Oh, I can't write that down. Beforehand, did you get the rye spice on the finish?
Subtle. Did you? Just a little.
I'll put down subtle rye. What about on the palate? Did you pick it up? Not at all.
Not much. I
didn't either.
Nope.
I didn't either.
Tasting notes for this: on the nose, dried apricots and baking spices. Palate. Incredibly silky on the palate with layers of burnt sugar and an array of baking spices, creating a balance, sweetness, and warmth. Finish. Notably long and earthy, enriched with delicate vanilla notes, delivering a memorable and refined drinking experience.
Earthy.
Delicate
vanilla. I didn't pick up on that until we added the water to it. Anywhere, really. It was on the palate beforehand, but yeah. Huh. Earthy. Is earthy a flavor you want in?
I don't know.
In anything you
we've run across that. We've run across that a few times, but
it's so few and far between. It's so uncommon. I guess
I would say your Scotch
can hit earthy.
Definitely gonna get an earthy.
Yeah,
because you've got the brine of the sea. You've got there's just so much.
Yeah,
going on.
I think earthy is like licking a potato. It's just dirt. Is
that pre-washed or washed?
Yes, it's like yes, right out of the ground. Just take a bite out of it. Apple, eat it like an apple because potatoes are my favorite food group. I don't know if I suggest eating raw potatoes because it's like
that's a little rough. You might break a tooth.
You might break some of your pride. Your self-respect. You might break your self-respect. There's a little bit of something on the side here. I'm not entirely sure if you read this, if you read it before. Log Still Distillery, the journey home never seems quite as long, is what it says here on the heading. And then the print gets really small on this textured label here on the side. So please bear with me. I'm a bear. It's been said that the greatest moment of any journey is the turn you make that points you toward home. For us, this horizon holds Gethsemane and southern Nelson County, Kentucky, the place we were raised and the people we call neighbors. Now in structure and substance, yet built on the time-honored foundations of faith, family, and community. J.W. Wally, Dant the Third.
Well, the thing about the distillery that I took away from it is it's very obvious it's new and they are expanding and building and becoming. Like I said, huge ass amphitheater. Right when you pull in the parking lot, you can see it. It's an outdoor amphitheater. The distillery itself looks like it's got a really super cool little bar area that is shaped like a still. So it's kind of like you're sitting at a still just because of how the shape of it and all that. But then there's steps that go upstairs, and they've got some, like I said, that their merch area was, bottles and stuff that were right there. But there was stairs that went upstairs, and they had some other shirts and stuff up there. But there was also a couple rooms and offices up there also. But then it also overlooked the bar area. Just a really cool place. And it was a great stop. Glad I was there. And I found myself needing to take a couple bottles home.
And I saw that other bottle that you have. It's
America! Fuck yeah!
Coming to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America! Fuck yeah! Tell me you don't know that song. Anyway, but yeah, it's very patriotic. It's nice.
What did you give this on the nose?
On the nose, dude, I liked it. I mean, there was a lot to offer here. Cereal, toffee, butterscotch, torch, brown sugar, caramel, rye, baking spices, undefinable baking spices, and orange citrus right there. There was a light touch of it right there on the nose, and I gave it a 3.5.
All right. I gave 3 3/4.
3 3/4? Okay. How we score our whiskeys, just to review, nose, palate. You listening? Finish, bottle presentation. We add those up, 0 to 5 rating, possible 20. Add those up, divide that number by 2, and that's how we get our 0 to 10.
Yep.
Make sense? Makes sense to me.
I got it.
Yeah, my Raytown education kicked in. I can do those numbers. Come on, easy, especially when I have a calculator. So yeah, we had all that stuff. You get a 3.75. I give it a 3.5. Palate. It seems to me like it didn't take a nosedive, but it the variety on the palate lessened, but the flavors that were there went up.
I agree with that.
I don't know if we blame that on the 100 proof, if we blame that on just their master distiller and zany ideas going on up there in his noggin or her noggin.
Or say thank you to that 100 proof.
I thank you to that 100 proof, because chances are if this were tavern strength, 80 proof, whatever the bare minimum, it would not be as good. It would not.
It would not.
Just know that it won't. But yeah, what I really enjoyed how the flavors did concentrate a little bit and bumped up. They didn't bloom, they didn't pow, they didn't go into the stratosphere. They developed.
Mario.
They came up. Yeah, it's like Mario ate the mushroom and he became more than himself under normal circumstances. So for me, that's why I bumped it up to 3.75.
I bumped it up for the same reasons, so mine was at 4.
You were at 4. Nice. So what I described there, from going from nose to palate, continued. It didn't multiply. It didn't shrink it down and bump it up further on the finish. It just carried on, whatever. And so, I mean, yet our numbers, I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here. I know what I'm trying to say, I'm just not sure how to put it. But anyway, all that to say, we had this many on the nose, and then we had this many, but they were more concentrated on the palate, and then here it is on the finish. It continued that experience for me. So I kept it at 3.75.
And I kept mine at 4.
You kept yours at 4?
Yep. We're not in step, but our rationale is in step.
Yes. Yeah, it absolutely is.
That's our process.
We're a quarter point off of each other.
Yeah.
We'll see where we are here with the bottle presentation. We didn't really talk about it a whole lot. We talked about it a little bit.
It's kind of a cool bottle.
Yeah. It's got 4 different labels. You got left, right, front, and you got a neck label.
If you're wearing Junko jeans, it's a flask style bottle.
Yes.
It's a fat flask.
It's a fat flask. That's the first thing I thought when I saw it, and I'm here for it. I would like a little something on the back. Maybe not everybody has something on the
Or
print. That's
or
fine.
printing on the opposite side so you can see through it. So,
Oh, that would have been cool. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But whatever. For whatever reason, they didn't do that. They don't need to do that. They just needed to get it in a bottle.
Yeah.
And they picked this bottle.
And get
just
it into my belly.
It just so happens I dig this bottle. I like it. So I mean, with a narrow neck, it's a short neck. You got a cool little topper here with natural cork, which just means it's for sharing. Make it happen, Captain.
An ebony top.
Yeah. I have no problems with this one. It didn't wow me, and a wow for me gets a 4, so it's quarter point lower, 375. That's where I locked in. How about you, W2? Where you at?
Girl.
Yeah.
You guessed it.
375.
Same.
Yeah. So all those added up out of a possible 20 divided by 2. That's how I came up with 7 3/8.
Very nice.
I don't know. I usually don't go that low on a score, but maybe this is what
We're turning a new leaf.
we're trying. We are trying. I mean, we're starting to head towards our 3rd year into doing this, and we really have been talking about our rating process and like really concentrating on that and thinking about it.
Not everything can be a Michter's 10-year rye.
Correct. Not everybody can be a Jim Beam lineage. Somebody had to say Jim Beam. If you know, you know. If you don't, watch a couple episodes. Anyway, so what is your final score?
We're just 3/8 off from each other. Mine was 7 3/4.
Cool. I like it.
I like it too.
All right. So
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah. I know it's not a Father's Day episode, but this was my Father's Day gift, and I decided to turn it around and give it right back to the podcast. And then now, you're mine, buddy. You're coming home with me. I'm probably not going to take it to band practice. Into Existence is known for...
Make a cocktail or two out of it.
Yeah.
Report back.
Yeah, it doesn't deserve the dishonorable death that your regular Jimmy Black Label does, or the double oaked or whatever. But so this one's going to go home and it's going to stay home.
Make a killer old fashioned out of it. Make a killer Manhattan out of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Make yourself a revolver.
Oh, yeah. That would be great. Yeah, what am I missing for a revolver? It's what's in that one?
Revolver is coffee or liqueur.
Coffee liqueur. Duh. Okay, that's what I need. I need some coffee liqueur. The closest thing I have to coffee liqueur is the Jameson coffee.
Nope.
It's not it.
Nope.
It's not it.
You need the Rieger's Cafe Amaro or Mr. Black.
Mr. Black sounds cool, but Rieger's, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get you that. I'm gonna get that Cafe Amaro, and I'm gonna make myself a revolver. It's gonna happen. Maybe I'll make a video of it and put it out there. Probably won't.
You should.
I should. Maybe I will. What do you think?
I'll just nudge you.
Leave us a comment. Send me an email, Jonathan, or W2 over here. W2 at, or just the podcast in general. Info at savorthebird.com.
All the things.
All the things. Yes, sir.
Subscribe. Bell notification.
Bing. Nice. Do you have any final thoughts on this Monk's Road Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey from Log Still Distillery? Clocking it at 100 proof.
Like I said, I got a free sample of this, and immediately was like, full pour, please.
Full pour. Yeah. And your tasting is going to be a little bit more than what we got going on here. Actually, that's probably
about
to it right there.
I mean, it was a
like quarter-ounce pour in a little communion cup.
You're doing the Lord's Supper and
oh man. But yeah, so you tried it, you're like, full pour, please, thank you. Pow. And then you're like, yeah, you know what? I think my guy is gonna want a bottle of this. He doesn't know it, but he's gonna want one. And thank you once again. Thank you so much.
Of course.
You hit the nail on the head. Something I've never tried before, something that I like because it's rye, something I've never tried before because it's a distillery I've never heard of. And I love learning new things about things I know nothing about, other than, the small, peripheral thing here, bird's eye view, 1,000-yard stare of the rye. I love the rye, and that's probably why you picked it for me. So, thank you. That and Father's Day.
Guilty.
And you're my dude. Yes, it's a very Nux heavy episode. Deal with it. But, you don't have to deal with it much longer, because this is the end, my friends. This is the end, my friends. Little doors for you. But no matter who you are, where you are, what you're drinking, and who you're drinking with, never forget,
Keep on burning.